How's it going, everybody, and welcome back to the MGSR server. If you haven't seen the last video, we worked on the new bedroom as well as adding some hoppers here to the chest organizer, and the bedroom is right over here. We added some of these bookshelves and this bed, and as you can see, we started placing in some of the sand. We don't have all the dark oak wood yet for the drop, but we are going to be working on that in this episode. In this episode, we are also going to fill in some of the maps that we started a few episodes ago now. But before we do that, I'm actually going to go gather some dark oak wood. But in the last video, my diamond axe broke, so I'm going to craft up a new one here. I'm also going to put an enchant on it, which means I need 3 pieces of lapis. And I can do level 3 because my current level is above 30. It is actually 46. Now I'm going to head over to this crafting table and craft up a diamond axe. And it's been a while since we flipped this lever here just to hide away this cauldron and this crafting table, so I think I'm going to do so. And I just realized I just crafted up a pickaxe instead of an axe, but I'm going to do it anyway. I will eventually use that pickaxe down the line, but as you guys can see, I already have 4 other pickaxes that I can choose from. But I'm actually going to repeat this process and hopefully craft up a diamond axe this time. And once again, I'm going to put an enchant on it, and then I'm going to go out and gather some dark oak wood. And I will do a time lapse for that, and I will see you guys after the time lapse. So I've decided to talk over this time lapse, and it's actually getting a little difficult to find dark oak wood trees near my house because I have deleted many of them in the projects that we have done. And I actually used my boat to get over to the other side. And as you guys can see, I just found a few trees, and now I'm going to delete these, and I'll see you guys back at the underwater base. Alright, I just got back from gathering the dark oak wood, and first I'm going to sleep the night, and then I will do a time lapse of me placing in all the dark oak wood, as well as deleting the sand. And I'm not going to be using a potion this time because I don't want to waste a pufferfish, and I'm hoping that the 100 or so dark oak wood that I have will be enough. And then I will delete all the sand, and I do have a very fast shovel, so I'm going to be using that, and I will see you guys after the time lapse. The sand has been cleared, and I forgot how fast my shovel really was. I'm going to grab this sand up here, but first I'm going to insert a clip of me deleting the sand, and I'm not going to speed it up at all, and I'll show you guys how fast my shovel actually is. As you guys could tell by that time lapse, when I was deleting down with my shovel, I actually ended up losing health because it was going so fast. But now I'm going to use some of this dark oak wood that I still have in my inventory, and I'm going to create some ladders because we're going to be using 4 rows of ladders, kind of like what we did for the mining area. So I'm going to craft all these up and start placing them in, and I will check in with you guys once I have all the ladders placed in. The ladders have all been placed. Now I'm going to see if I can make a slime block. A few. I'm hoping to make 4, but it looks like I only have 14 in here, and I don't have any in here. So I don't think I'm going to make any yet until I get some more slime balls, so I can craft up 4 slime blocks. That way when I fall, I won't lose health. Similar to what we did for the big drop, the first drop that we did. But now I'm actually going to use the rest of this dark oak wood. I threw a few pieces in here. And I'm going to start building the area where we're going to have the boats on the top floor. And I'll show you guys this ladder really quickly. Some of it is on the glass and some of it is on the wood. But I think I'm going to keep it like that, and I'm going to start building this boating area. And I will check in with you guys after the time lapse. So the design that I decided to go with is going to be almost like 4 little L's on the corners, and then from there you can actually enter the path area from 4 different directions, and each one of those is going to have at least 1 boat. But this design did require me to have to build supports so I can build out from that far and have the dark oak wood facing up like it does for the drop. But I actually ran out of wood because I didn't actually prepare to do this with the initial wood count that I had. But now I'm going to finish this up, and I will see you guys once I'm done building it. All the boating areas have been made, and I just placed a boat down over there, and now I'm going to place one right here. And it's pretty neat design because you can come in from 4 different directions and then almost park your boat in one of the slots, and then you can get out and go into the drop area and return yourself to the bottom floor of the underwater base. Unfortunately, you can't fall in yet because we don't have those slime blocks, but you can make it all the way down in only 10 seconds or so. I just crafted up a few more boats to place on the other slots. So one goes right there, one goes right here, and I accidentally crafted up an extra one. But I think I'm actually going to put it near our first entrance to the underwater base, which is over here. And I'm actually going to have 2 boats go from the diagonal path from the underwater base to my old house. And I am going to add these 5 cobblestone walls that go around here. That way we can't enter from here. And this path right here will only be a way to get back and forth from the underwater base to the house. And there will be no other boat over here, but I'm actually going to put this boat over here. That way there's 2 boats on this path. That way more than likely there's going to be one when I need it to get back and forth, even though we probably won't use this as much because we moved the portal to the bottom floor of the underwater base. Before we fill in the cobblestone walls, I'm actually going to grab some maps right here. I'm going to grab this one and the one to the left of it, and I might work on this one, but I'm mostly going to focus on the empty one. And I'm going to place in these cobblestone walls before I go, and I'm going to get on the outside of them, that way I can swim back and use my boat on the other boating area. And I think I'm actually going to add cobblestone walls and torches on these little parking spots over here for the boats. That way if I return when it's dark out, it will be easier to find, and that way there's no creatures that spawn if I come back this way. Okay, now all the cobblestone walls are placed in, as well as the torches, and now I'm going to go fill up the maps. And instead of doing a time lapse this time, I'm just going to check in with you guys once I find something cool along the way. So I'll see you guys when I find something interesting. I think I just found another terracotta biome, and it's not the same biome that's near my house because this is on a whole different map. I forgot to sleep the night before I left, but luckily I remembered to bring a bed with me. And I'm actually about 2 rows into this new map, and now I'm going to just continue working on it, and I'll let you guys know what else I find. So I just found this big cave system, and while we're in the process of looking for iron, I think I'm going to jump down here and grab some of this iron. I'm just going to see if I can see any more. I think that's the only bit of it. So I'm going to jump down and grab that iron because we still need iron for the chest organizer, and I might as well grab it if I can see it, and it's not that hard to get to. So I'm going to grab the iron, and I'll check in with you guys once I find something else. I just found another cave, but I'm not seeing much iron. I might go a little bit in and explore because I do have some torches on me, I just didn't bring that much. And then I'm going to continue working on the rest of the map. Now I'm going to work on the existing map that I already had, and I'm going to go east for a while, and then I'm going to go straight north, and that way I can clear more of that map, as well as working my way back to the underwater base, because I filled up 4 rows of the map that we just started today, so I think that's a pretty good start to today's progress. So now I'm going to work my way back to the underwater base, and I will let you guys know once I get there. Alright, let's try out our new area. That's pretty nice. I do think it's definitely easier, especially because I have several boats there in case one of them gets lost or if I die with the boat still in the water. But now I'm actually going to have to go back up this ladder to put these maps back in. And we definitely got some pretty good progress done in today's video. I'm hoping to finish these maps in a few episodes because we only really have one full one done. And this one's almost done. I just have like one more row on each side. So basically 2 done, and we still have 7 left. So we're definitely going to have to work on those a little bit more in the future videos and hopefully get it done in about 2 to 3, maybe 4 episodes from now. I was able to get about 30 iron just exploring the cave systems, and now I can actually turn them into hoppers. I do have to wait for the other 15 to finish cooking up, but I'll wait for that. And we're actually going to be adding a desk area to this room. I think I'm going to add it right on the left, but first let me get some resources. I'm going to use dark oak wood, dark oak stairs, and possibly some dark oak slabs. And then I will craft up a design, and I will let you guys know once I have a design. This is the design that I decided to go with. It's like 2 desks, and I think I'm going to add an item frame to make it look like a computer, and then I'm going to put a few buttons on the surface to make it look like a mouse, and hopefully it will look like a computer. I'm thinking I'm going to put a compass in the item frame to almost look like a globe or some sort of map. Alright, so I'm just adding in the little mouse right now, and I think it kind of looks like a computer. I think I'm just going to leave it for now. You guys can let me know on my Instagram at MGSR Gaming and let me know what you guys think of the room. But I'm also going to be adding one more thing right over here, which is actually going to be a toilet. So I'm going to gather the materials that I need for that and start crafting it up, and I will check in with you guys once I have a rough draft of the toilet. I'm just adding in the water right now and accidentally fell from that ladder. So there we go, we got the toilet bowl and the button, and then we have toilet paper on the side of it. I was thinking about using water bottles to fill up the toilet so I can only make it halfway full, but I think I'm going to leave the bucket for now, and we may change it in a few episodes from now. I'm now going to craft up the rest of the hoppers, and because we have 6 hoppers, I can add 2 more items, which it looks like it's going to be the bookshelves and string, which means we are almost done because this is where the redstone and coal was, I think, before we moved it over there. I tested that the chest organizer works, and it still does, even when I added those 2 items, which is really good. But unfortunately, that is all the time I have for today's episode. Be sure to hit that like button and that subscribe button and set post notifications to all, because there are new videos coming out on the MGSR server almost every other day. You guys can also follow me on my Instagram at MGSR Gaming. Otherwise, I will see you guys in 2 days for the next video. Click on the top left to watch a video that YouTube recommends for you, and click on the right to subscribe.